Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. So I wanted to share with you guys today a $20 purchase that we made on Amazon that is going to greatly help us out on the property here. Let me show you what it is. So if you've been following the channel for a little while, you know that we started a berry patch about 2 years ago on the property. We've got about 48 blueberry plants and a dozen blackberry plants. And this time of the year, it really dries out. We've gone about 12 days without rain. And what I've been doing in the past is watering them with these cat litter containers. Now I clean them out before I use them, but I only have about 8 of them. So you can imagine with 48 blueberries and a dozen blackberries, I make quite a few trips up into the house to fill these with the garden hose and then back down to the blueberry patch. Well, this tool is really gonna help us with irrigation. So this tool is a rain barrel spigot, and I'll go ahead and open it up here and show you what it looks like. But basically what this tool is designed to do is turn any water potable container and turn it into just like a spigot on the outside of your house. So this is what it looks like. You just pop it right into the bottom of your rain barrel, and it gives you a garden hose adapter here and then a water shutoff valve as well. Here's everything that's included in the kit. You've got your garden hose spigot, you've got your bulkhead fitting, and this has a rubber gasket around it, and this is what actually goes down on the inside and pokes out the hole that we're going to drill here, and that rubber gasket is what gives you a watertight seal. Then you've got your locking nut here, and this is actually reverse threaded, so it threads on like this. And between this, the gasket, and the bulkhead fitting, that's what's going to give you your watertight seal. And then you just put in your water spigot, and this is a normal thread, and it just threads on right like that. Now also included in the kit is they give you some plumber's tape, which we'll use that. Now for this bulkhead fitting, there's no way to reach your arm down into the bottom of the rain barrel and poke that out. So they give you this piece of string here, wrap that around the bulkhead fitting, drop it down the hole that's in the top, and then just kind of fish it out with your finger and lock it in place. The only tool that you will need that's not provided is you're going to need a 1 1/4 inch hole saw to drill your hole. Now we're going the opposite direction here than what you'd normally go because, again, like I said, this is reverse threaded. And they say you want to give this about 5 wraps with the plumber's tape. Now we're going to go ahead and mark our hole before we drill it to make sure we have enough ground clearance underneath here so that we can get the hose in underneath, because as you can see, this is tapered down. If we put it all the way at the bottom, there's no way we'd be able to fish the hose in underneath and get that connected. So we got to come up just a little bit. Now that we have our hole drilled, it's time to fish this bulkhead fitting down to the bottom. Once you get it hand tight on the outside, the rubber gasket that's on the inside should hold that bulkhead fitting in place while you tighten it the rest of the way. The tighter you can make that, the more watertight it's going to be. There we go, all done. Now one more thing we're going to do to conserve our water well and our well pump is, rather than filling up 55 gallons here at the house, we're going to take our water pump, a 100-foot extension cord, and a 100-foot garden hose and fill this up down at the creek. All right, so the plan here is we're down at my neighbor's shop. He's got electricity down here, so we didn't have to bring the generator. But we've got our extension cord run over to the creek. We've got our garden hose sitting here. We've got our pump, and we've got our rain barrel. The reason we've got the rain barrel up in the bed of the side-by-side is that way it's elevated, and once we pump the water out of the creek, we should be able just to gravity feed it and water the blueberries that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to toss the pump down into one of these deeper water holes in the creek, and that way we don't have to worry about sucking anything up from the bottom and burning up the pump. All right, so we got her all filled up. That took about 10 minutes, which was kind of surprising. This pump here is a 28 gallon per minute pump, but that's if you're at ground level. That stream down there is probably about a 20-foot drop down in there. So when you're fighting that much gravity, it's gonna take it a little bit longer. So I got the shutoff valve turned on. I'm kinking the hose to stop it so I'm not wasting water. Let's see what kind of pressure we get out of this gravity feed hose. That's pretty good. So there you go, guys. That is the best $20 I've ever spent. That little water spigot on that rain barrel allowed me to water those blueberries faster, more thoroughly, with a lot less effort. If you want to know where to get one of those, I'll put a link down to my Amazon store down below. The only thing I could think of that would make this system better would be as if I got some drip irrigation hosing. That way I could just hook it up to that spigot and then just walk away. The second thing would be if I mounted that rain barrel to a pallet and then used my pallet forks in the tractor and lifted it, 8 feet up in the air. That way I've got more water pressure with the gravity feed coming down through. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button. Don't forget, go check out our Amazon store down below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.